Okay, so how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
Fine.
we've heard the name Mzbel everywhere. Every corner you go, people play your songs, they mention your name. Let's get closer to Mzbel and find out how, from the genesis of Mzbel. First of all, where were you born?
I was born in Jamestown.
Oh, so that's your hood.
Yeah, I grew up in Jamestown.
How many years ago?
I'm a Jamestown girl. Oh, a long time ago.
It was a long time. Which year?
I can't say the year. It means like you're asking me how old am I?
Yes. So, but your age is a public stuff.
I don't want people to hear it from me. Let them read about it.
So basically, you grew up in Jamestown.
Yeah.
How long have you been living?
I was in Jamestown till high school.
So where did you school?
I started school in Jamestown, 28 February Road Girls. And then Polygonal Girls. I've been to Polygonal Girls, I've been to Morning Star Schools, I've been to, where else? Ebuakwa State College, Obusu Mills, that was GHS, Junior High School.
Okay, so let's talk about...
I've done pieces everywhere.
Okay, so are your parents alive?
Yeah, my dad is alive. My mom passed away right after I completed high school.
Okay, sorry about that. But in terms of siblings, do you have siblings?
Between my mom and my dad, I'm the only child. On my mom's side, I'm the last born of 7 girls. On my dad's side, I'm the 7th born. We are 8 in number.
So where are I can still call them siblings, where are they now?
They're in Ghana. Some are in England, America, and the rest of us are here.
Okay, normally when you're growing up, you do have a passion, an ambition, something you want to do in future.
Sure.
When you were growing up as a kid, what was your dream job or your dream profession?
I wanted to do something that people would notice me, like a broadcasting or presenting media something, but I wasn't sure what it is. But I knew I had to do something that people would notice me because I was interesting. I was fun, and I easily attract people's attention, and I have a lot of followers, everywhere I go. So I knew someday I have to do something, to bring me out there. But I wasn't sure what it was. But music was not part of the things I was dreaming of doing.
So let's talk about in terms of choice of courses. When you went to secondary school, senior high, what did you study as senior?
I did general arts and elective French, economics and geography.
So you speak French?
A bit.
Hey, or you've thrown it away?
I speak French, a little.
So after SS, what next? What did you do? Where did you go to?
After SS, I got an admission to go to GIJ and NAFTA, but my dad wouldn't let me go because he thought I was a bad girl. Because my stepmother.
It's kind of interesting when your dad to think you're a bad girl. Why is
my
this?
Stepmother. Because like I said, I had a lot of followers, and every time, there's problem in school. My group has done something one way or the other. Somebody has been suspended, and they always thought that I was the one influencing them, But because I love entertainment when I was in school, I would choreograph dance step, and people will follow me. They want to be in my group, we'll go and dance. That's it. But then they will go and cause trouble. They'll be suspended, and then they say I'm the leader of the group. So, but I never got caught doing anything bad.
But about growing up and you SS
my dad keep getting that she's a bad girl. So after SS, when I moved in with my dad and I got admission to go to GIJ and NAFTA, he didn't want to let me go because he thought I was going to bring more trouble. And my stepmother was seriously behind it. Say like, okay, she's done enough schooling, let the rest of them also.
Because I wanted to chip in that since you started doing entertainment stuff at senior high and all that, didn't it give you an impression that probably I'm good for entertainment, and your parents didn't get a scene or the picture from there that you're going to do?
My dad, he didn't want me to do entertainment.
Wanted to be a lawyer or something?
Yeah, something, engineer, lawyer, something, white collar job. Entertainment,
that's what he
even when
to
I started singing and I was selling albums, my dad still didn't support me until recently.
Okay, so you didn't go to GIJ, you didn't go to NAFTA?
I didn't go because he wouldn't let me go. He didn't believe in me, he lost hope, but I passed. I had good grades. but he didn't mind me. He didn't say no, but he just ignored me. But I knew what I wanted to do, so I didn't give up. I went to TV3, I went to all the media houses pushing for an attachment for this. I had ideas of kids program, I was pushing proposals, blah blah blah. And luckily for me, TV3 took me in. And at TV3, I trained to be an editor, floor manager. I learned a bit of production stuff, and I started moving on. From TV3, I went to Metro TV, from Metro TV, and then every place I go a step higher. Till Hush Hush Studios came in with their advertising stuff. I went there, and then they had a studio, and before I realized I'm a musician.
But I heard you were once an editor for, is it Taxi Driver or so, Village Communications?
Oh yeah, I worked at Village Communication. I was editing distance learning, and a bit of some documentaries and a bit of Taxi Driver.
So which years are we looking at here? When did you join
I
Village?
remember. It should be somewhere, I completed school 97. So it should be somewhere 2000, 2001. Because some 2098, I was still hustling, trying to get into the media.
So when did it dawn on you that, okay, let me give you the music a chance or give it a shot?
When I started working at Hush Hush Studios, and then they had a studio, it was there, everybody was just playing with the equipment. The producers would produce a beat and they would call you to come sing. And then, by so doing, I started creating my own melodies. I was singing to them, they would program a beat, and I would sing, I would rap. And before I realized, we recorded like 22, 21 songs, and then it was good. Anybody that comes to the studio and listen to the song was like, oh, this is a hit, this is a hit. So the owner of the studio decided to give it a shot, put it out there. We did some photo shoots. Although I wasn't interested, they spoke to me, encouraged me. We did a video, and it was a hit.
Were you expecting that would be the chance for you to hit the limelight and become something big?
No.
Were you expecting?
For me, I thought, for you to become a musician, you have to grow up from a musical background, or you have to study special courses, or you have to be somebody you have to be special. That's why I keep believing. When I watch these people on TV, I'm like, okay, these people, they were born to do this, they were trained to do this, they were special, and I don't see myself as one of them. So, I didn't want to do it. I'm like, no, these people want me to flop, people to make fun of me. I didn't want to do it, but I did it I wasn't serious. I just did it, and it was a hit. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm special. Maybe okay. I was born to do this.
It's good to
And
do.
it worked. And then people were challenging me, and they were like, oh, okay, she can't do another song better than Awosome. I'm like, this is not a big deal. It's not difficult. I sat down, pen and paper. Pen and paper, wrote 16 years, wrote Logoligi Yopo, went to the studio, JQ recorded it, another hit. And
let's cut the dice back a bit. Awosome, when did you release Awosome?
2004.
That was a great track.
I
And I remember the back tie on it.
Yeah.
How did the back tie come and get into the
Because
picture?
at that time, all these guys used to hang around the studio. Everybody wants to do something, But because I worked there, I got the upper hand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when they come and you're working, they're like, okay, let me put my rap on your song. Let me do this, So you have to give them a chance, and he did, and it was great.
I quite remember when that song came out. People started saying Mzbel is a bad girl because of the video. And
honestly, if I knew that the song was going to be put out there for commercial purposes, I wouldn't have put those lyrics in there. But I was joking.
You were joking.
I just went to the studio and I'm fooling around.
But you did a video for it and you performed it on several platforms.
But they loved the song, and then they wanted me to do a video for it, so I couldn't say no.
So was that song that created that image, that bad girl image?
Yes.
Are you a bad girl?
And a costume. I don't know. Depends on what you mean by bad girl.
Mzbel, they say you're a bad girl. Is it true?
Which kind of bad girl? Like, am I a thief? I don't respect. I'm rude.
What say you are?
Naughty?
Naughty.
It depends. I'm not a bad girl. I mean, I'm not evil. I'm a kind person. I have a kind heart.
So how many albums do you have to your credit?
I have 4 albums and 2 singles.
Okay, let's talk about your career. How many years now? We're looking at
2004 till now. It should be 7 years.
So let's look at 7 years. what has been your highest moment and what has been your worst moment?
Highest moment, as in
Best time you sit down and go like, it's great to be a musician. You feel good. Maybe something happened to you.
oh,
because
you
you're
know
a
when
musician.
when I started traveling, and then people screaming, chasing me for autographs, taking pictures with me. You know, it's overwhelming. Sorry. So, I mean, like, yeah, highest moments will be when you travel outside and people are like, oh my God, Miss. And then someone sees you and they are crying. They don't want to even touch you. They just want to look at you and scream. And you're like, wow, is that me? I'm like, you know, it's awesome.
And what about the worst moment? in your
Worst
career?
moment is when people judge you based on what they read on pages of newspapers and, you know, pointing fingers at you. Oh, she's a bad girl. Oh, she's rude. Oh, she's that.
I thought you were going to mention the KNUSC incident as the worst moment.
No, it was an accident. That's how I see it. So it can happen to anyone. So it's not my
So
worst.
let's just capture that moment a bit. What caused that incident that day? Because I heard some touch your private parts,
It's
some
not true.
strip
Nobody's-
you. What really happened? What really happened?
What happened was, I think most students were drunk that night. So after the performance, they wouldn't let us go. They want more performance. We did. They keep saying one more. We'll perform one more. So I got tired, and I'm like, okay, there are other artists backstage, so let me just go for them to come perform. But then there was Prayer, and then there was Castro. So let me just go, let them come perform, and then we'll come back. And they said no. So we decided to get off the stage by force.
Which year are we looking at? Which year was that? That was 2001.
This is 2006.
2006, 2007 or something.
Yeah.
That was what happened. But because we heard different accounts where they said they strip you, some said they inserted their fingers.
No,
everything.
nothing like that. What happened was when we were getting off the stage, they grabbed my leg
Okay.
and they started pulling me. So the people on the security on the stage also grabbed my upper part, and they were also trying to get me from the car. And I was wearing jeans, white pants and white jacket. So pulling up, pulling down, my pants dropped. You know, and I think I collapsed or something happened. I was screaming. There was so much heat, too many people, noise. So I think I passed out for a few minutes. And before I realized, I'm in a car, they're taking me to my hotel.
Because I know during your career, there have been high points and low points. Example being the KNUST student incident, and an incident recently about the police stuff and all that. Normally, what will people will say? What say you're a bad girl? That's why all this
You
is
keep
happening.
saying I'm a saying.
No, it's not me.
Yeah,
From what?
everybody.
Yes. No, but
I
that's
say
what as a
one way or the
celebrity, that's
other.
what people will say. You
Okay,
get it?
cool,
Do you
but
think
then-
they are getting a wrong picture of you?
Yeah, totally. Wrong. It's not because they think Marseille, that's why I have problems, like, you know, what they read in the newspapers. People have worse problems, but because they're not celebrities, nobody know about it. So they are all accidents. It happens to anybody. What if you dry and someone from nowhere hits you and you die? It's an accident. So one way or the other, it will happen. Not because I'm Mzbel and not because I'm a bad girl. It's something that has to happen, and I'm dealing with it.